Hi, my name is Jonathan Brower, and I'm a communications student at the University of Calgary. I wanted to talk to you guys today about how it gets better. Every once in a while, I'll be with friends, we'll be laughing and chatting, and all of a sudden I realize, hey, I think I'm myself today. I just feel like me. And those realizations are those times when it feels like it's really getting better. My story, I came from an evangelical church background. Basically, all my family was Christian, and I grew up in the church. I started working at a church, and I worked in an evangelical church up to just about a year ago. And then all through that time, I knew that I was gay, and I wasn't allowed to date men. I had to be either celibate or change and date women. So I decided about 6 months ago that I couldn't be living under that. There was a lot of personal homophobia, and the church had a lot of homophobia towards me. And I decided that that type of emotional and spiritual bullying wasn't okay, and that I needed to be honest with myself. So I left my church and I left my job, and I went and found an affirming community in the United Church where they accept homosexual relationships. And when I did that, it was a huge, huge deal for me, finding a place where I could be accepted and loved, and where God was actually represented by somebody who loves you for who you are, who He created you to be. The process of doing that was just a process of honesty, realizing that God made Jonathan to be His personal creation and somebody that He loves. And in realizing that, there's a lot of people who seem like they're very disappointed in my personal life choices, but it doesn't mean that they have a say on my faith and how I relate to God and the heavens. So the hurt that through that bullying, it's just a chance for me to heal and to walk forward. And the steps that I'm taking to walk forward, I'm sharing my story. I'm using the creativity that I have in me to write a lot of blog posts and share with people personally how I've been able to come out, how I'm dealing with my faith, being a man of faith and being gay. And I'm also gathering resources to help people who have a similar story. And I just think it's so important to know that you can be an LGBTQ person of faith. And it does get better, and we need to work together to help get our voices out there so people can know other people in that same situation.